common denominator.
And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
Let's talk about something important. Put that coffee down.
I'm not here to waste your time.
Everyone has access to the information. We just know how to analyze it better.
Where else you gonna have this much fun?
You the man.
Todd Father.
Show me the money.
What I've been doing, had to triple my bag. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Wow. Had to triple my bag. Yeah. Had to triple my bag.
60% of the time, it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's no trick to make a lot of money. All you want is to make a lot of money.
What's going on, guys? What is going on? Welcome back to another live episode of Learn Crypto. Yes, it is Tuesday. We were supposed to go live yesterday, but business relations did come up. Had to do a quick business meeting. Kind of came out of nowhere. I was already here, sitting at Todd's. We were getting the title and everything going, and got a phone call to pull us away. But we are here today. It looks like a lot of people are out there tuning in because they know that we are giving away 200,000 Linda coin as well as 100,000 Rapids RPD coins today. This is from our last live show and the Linda interview we did over the weekend on Saturday. It was posted. If you have not entered either of those contests, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe button, and leave a comment in each of those videos with your wallet addresses. Now, my name is Nick Hellman.
I'm Todd Butterfield.
We're going to do the same old thing we do every day here on Learn Crypto. We're going to hammer out some crypto news, some crypto fundamentals, and have the Todd Father over there pull up the pulse of the market, proprietary software to do some technical analysis on these cryptocurrencies as well. And then we'll turn to the chat box to see what kind of questions, insights, comments, concerns you have over there. Kind of strive to be your one-stop shop for cryptocurrencies here at Learn Crypto. And of course, you can see in the background, we got the trading desk back there for our crypto private client group members. And we do have learncrypto.io with our Wyckoff and cryptocurrency trading course as well as a beginner course. So we're here to help you on your journey in cryptocurrencies. We are here in the bear market to preach the benefits of blockchain technology and the future financial opportunity right before your eyes with Bitcoin and altcoins. And if you guys are not accumulating, I don't know what you're doing here.
When moon. That's all I want to know.
When moon. It's coming, guys. We're going to talk about why it's coming and why I think you need to start stocking up right now. I've also even been debating moving some of my traditional investments over here because I am that confident that the institutional infrastructure that will be launched in December 12th, as well as all the products on the first quarter of 2019, is going to be massive for Bitcoin and altcoins moving forward. So without further ado, shout out to everybody in here. Anthony's in here, Tyler, Ed, Dustin, Chris K9, Johnny, Rocket366, Taj, Dammit, James, and the list goes on and on. But let's get started. So, of course, we got to just do a brief look here at the coin market cap. I mean, it doesn't even look like it's moved. I mean, I think the entire market's a stable coin at this point. Obviously, you guys know more and more stable coins are coming on board, and Coinbase just announced they will now have a USDC stable coin if you would like to use that on Coinbase or Circle. Why do they need more stable coins? Well, we all know that stable coins have their purpose. That is because they can be transferred easily and faster than the standard US dollar from your bank account because it technically is an ERC20 token running on the Ethereum network. But man, we're going to have to add a lot of stable coins to the software tag because I think there's about 10 of these motherfuckers now.
That's what I want, stable coins right before a bull market.
Crazy. So the market cap is at $210 billion and the Bitcoin dominance is still around 53.5%. Nothing exciting. I think the last live show we did was last Thursday, and it was literally 6,500. We are now at 6467. So you have not missed too much. But a couple big news items here that have been driving some prices. If you remember from Thursday's show last week, I think Decred was around $40 or somewhere in there. We said Decred is one that will sneak up on you and one that you may want to have a position in. It's a large cap that goes under the radar all the time, and we even had somebody over here talking about the proof of stake returns on their network. Well, Decred, there it goes, is above $51, up 33%. This is on the announcement that Decred will be listed on Binance coming soon. I think it is, they said October 24th. So I think it is tomorrow it will be listed. I don't know if I'll chase at these prices. I think you will have a flash pump once the trading goes live over at Binance, but we know that that does give up a lot of its gains pretty fast. I think if you're really into cred for the fundamentals and for the technology, you might be better off waiting till after the Binance listing, let the hype go away, let some of that other money chase other altcoins, and then find yourself a position for the cred in your portfolio. If you already hold it, you are sitting on a 32% gainer from last Thursday, or you can try to put in high orders slightly higher than here, hoping to catch the flash pump that will occur when it gets listed over on the Binance exchange. We also have Dropple, Bitcoin Diamond, Chainlink, Mobile Go, and Nexo up big today as well. So shout outs to all the holders of those. And it is nice to see. I can keep scrolling and we're seeing green on a lot of altcoins. That is a refreshing feeling. As of now, I do not believe new money is really making its way to the market. These pumps are being driven by your guys' wallets, switching from coin to coin based off of news. But I do believe that the money is coming, and we will talk about a couple of these articles and a couple of these reasons why here after Todd does some charting for you guys over here.
I'm ready. Bring it over. This is the Bitcoin chart from the Pulse of the Market software. You know, we've had these buys marked previous where I had went on Twitter or here live talking about good buy entry. We really had that back here on late Saturday, Sunday. Technometer came down. You can see Technometers is oversold as it has been in the last 3 months. And we're holding a higher level on price. So, and we have broken this downtrend line. So I guess I'm still enthused with trying to see if we can get this rally going. So I think we need to give it a little more time here. I mean, we just continue to trade sideways. Here's Bitcoin USDT. So same type of thing. Let that OP load here real quick. The 3 buys marked there, and then I kind of switched this into just the small B. So same thing on the USDT. Actually, here the OP is actually even. Let me clean this up a little bit. Here you can see, as I keep showing all the time, optimism, pessimism, which is the 5-minute volume charted daily, keeps hitting new lows while we keep hitting higher highs. So that can happen in a triangle, obviously, but we do have the technometer, even on this chart, down here to a pretty low level considering price has not gave up anything. So once again, I think the low risk thing is probably be long here and keying off this 6,200 level if you want to have a stop in. I don't know if 6,200 is taken out, you know, if we're going straight down or we're just going to have volatility. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of volatility, but it still seems like to me everyone's short. And then here is, I'm going to talk about this real quick. I tweeted this a couple days ago, but this is a daily. Let me see if I can get rid of the drawing tools. There's a daily Bitcoin. The red here is Bitcoin shorts. And I think a lot of people knew we spiked up here definitely on these points where shorts were heavy, looking for this break of the 6,000 level. Green is the longs. And then the bottom line is the difference between the shorts and the longs. What they showed here just recently was longs are giving up now. You can see pretty good downtrend here from October 7th to now. So last 2 weeks, longs giving up. Shorts probably a little heavier here with the Tether news, and they're coming off a little bit. But you can see down here on the difference, we actually touched a new low on this indicator for this whole sideways movement. So, you know, once again, I mean, longs are giving up, shorts are pretty high. That's tough to say that's a scenario where we break down hard. So I don't want to keep ringing the bull bear, but the bull bell, but that there makes you think that even if we're going lower, we probably need some type of rally first to clean out a few more shorts and get some longs back in. Because with longs liquidating, price is still holding up relatively well. So if you want to take it back over, I mean, cool. I got a lot of charts to go through. Software's working perfect.
We'll do a couple quick hit news things, and of course the biggest thing that you guys may have heard of, and that pertains to XRP. Shout out for all the kind words over here in the chat box. We got Hugo V over here heading to 6K subs. People realize that this is the place to be. We got Rojam Go, better than the other channel. We have G Money says, hey guys, first notification missed in a while. And we got JG saying YouTube channel will hit 20K before BTC. So that means a lot, guys. That's what keeps us going here. Obviously, we're getting more and more views on our videos, more and more live viewers. The cup has been filling up with subscribers, donations, etc. And that's what it's all about. And hopefully we can continue to bring some important information, educational information as far as fundamentals, as well as technical analysis. We have an opportunity to accumulate some coins via trading, as well as accumulating the right coins for this next bull market.
What we're doing is starting to work. Software's bringing in people, I think, and you had that interview that brought in a shitload of people.
Yeah.
So we got a ton of subscribers. We picked up like 300 in the last week or so.
So we're
not bad in a bear market.
So we're going to go ahead and do a couple quick hit news articles, and then we're going to give away the 300,000 coins, 200,000 Linda, and 100,000 Rapid coins. And let's make some people's day, and let's stack those bags. So first of all, SIA coin. A lot of you have been talking about SIA, SC. They will be becoming ASIC resistant once again October 31st. I think this is really good for those of you who like to mine it because it is proof of work. I don't know if it really affects price objectives based on their technology, etc. But although I do like what they're going for, and I do think that decentralized cloud storage can be effective, SIA, SC can be profitable. We've talked about how their price objective for the coin is capped under current guidelines based on the fact that once it reaches a certain height, then the price is equivalent to that at Amazon. I think people are going to go with the more recognizable name. But I have my eye on this microcap coin called Internext, INXT. I did do an interview with the founder many months ago. I said that you guys should maybe keep an eye on it once this market starts to turn around. I think the token economics and the logistics behind it are strong. They've also recently underground created a partnership with Civic. For you guys know what Civic Key is, I would assume. It's a security-based crypto ecosystem. And INXT really utilizes and doesn't cap the price objectives kind of like SIA SC does. So I think I'd be looking at INXT if you're interested in that sector. But for miners, I think that the profitability of SC moving forward is going to be greatly increased after October 31st. I'll switch your mining rigs over right after the fork. That way, you will be getting that most profitability, which will probably occur in the first 1, 2, 3 weeks before all the other miners get around to it and switch some of their miners over to the network as well. Now, the biggest news, this is interesting. So the DFS, or the Department of Financial Services of New York, authorizes Coinbase Global Inc. to form Coinbase Custody Trust Company, LLC. Coinbase Inc. has held money transmitter and virtual currency licenses from DFS since January of 2017. DFS has also approved Coinbase Trust to offer secure custody services for 6 of the largest virtual currencies. 6, Todd? That doesn't make sense. There's only 5 currencies listed on Coinbase.com. Maybe they're referring to 0x. Let's read on. No, this is Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, and XRP. That's odd. Now, when I first saw this circulating on Twitter, I thought it was just somebody doing a little good add-in job, Photoshop job. But no, as you can see in the search bar here, this is the .gov website. This is their official website. If you go to dfs.newyork.gov and then go ahead and search Coinbase, this is the article that pulls up. Now, I don't know if that means that an imminent listing of XRP is coming. If you read the paperwork referring to Coinbase custody, it clearly says that the custody coins would be on Coinbase.com and part of their Coinbase Index and Coinbase bundle. So in order for them to theoretically, based on current writings, have XRP custody, it would have to be added to Coinbase.com. I don't know. This is a speculation. All I can say is there is no ZRX listed here. There is none of the other coins that they said were on their short list that are not listed. And every single other coin on Coinbase.com is in this group that they will be able to allow custody services for institutional investors. So I don't know. You do what you want. I think once this gets legitimized, this gets posted out, a couple of the media sources, CoinDesk, Crypto Coin News, all these ones, I think we will be seeing a lot of XRP articles floating around tomorrow. And I think you have a chance to capitalize on a pump in XRP. You know that I really don't like XRP for the long term, but I'm not opposed to making money. You here on the show made me or talked me into buying XRP at 41 cents only a couple weeks ago. The charting software I'm sure Todd will look at, but does have some buys recently on XRP as well. And I think this news can create some FOMO. How many of the XRP community have been, every Coinbase tweet is like one XRP, one XRP, one XRP. If this gets spelled in the ABCs and dumbed down on a really clear-cut article, and then we start getting the phony headlines where it's like a for sure thing, I think the FOMO will ensue. Now, besides the FOMO for XRP, why is custody important? Why is this important for the future of cryptocurrencies and the price action of those cryptos? If you don't know what custody is, essentially that means that an institutional entity or financial advisor like my company that I work for could come in and say, hey, we want to set up an offering for some of our clients for cryptocurrencies, but we know nothing about it and we don't want to be liable for holding those. Well, that's where Coinbase comes in. You simply give them the $10 million. They will put it, invest it as they deem fit or you deem fit into these given cryptocurrencies, and they will safely and securely store them on your behalf, charging a custodian fee. But that way you can capitalize on the gains of cryptocurrencies moving forward as a company, and your clients can't give exposure to your clients, but you don't have the liability of maintaining security and holding these cryptocurrencies for yourself. So I think this is very big for cryptocurrencies moving forward. This is what we're seeing with who is it, TD Ameritrade that is trying to do custody too, Fidelity as well. Yep. So we'll see what happens moving forward. So very positive for the crypto ecosystem. I think you're going to see some FOMO pertaining to this little bit right here.
And the software's had us in XRP, so we still like that one.
All right, I think it's been long enough. We're a day overdue or so, so we are going to do this giveaway, guys. Bear with us because we're giving away 40,000 Linda coin to 5 people, as well as 100,000 Rapids to 1 person. So first, we'll start with the Rapids giveaway. If you're new to the channel, make sure to smash that like, share, and subscribe button. Don't worry if you missed out on this giveaway opportunity, because guess what? We do giveaways all the time, almost every live show and some interviews, as you have seen. So stay tuned here at Learn Crypto. I think you'll gather a lot of high-level knowledge pertaining to technical analysis and fundamental analysis, also from 2 individuals who have worked in traditional markets for a very long time. Obviously, look how gray and thinning Todd's hair is over there. So he's been here for a minute. And then I've been working with the institutional financial advisor since I graduated college. So we kind of got that full encompassing perspective going on here. So we're going to grab this URL. This is for Rapids.
What's up, Chris Iden? Long time no see.
Okay. 99 unique commenters for the Rapids RPD giveaway, and the winner will be Caroli Evans. Shout out to Caroli.
Shout out to Caroli.
Excellent, Todd Father, sir, and Nick. Great insights. Pound cost averaging. I think you meant, I guess you're from the UK. Instead of dollar cost averaging, you're doing pound cost averaging. My way to the first BTC, thanks to you all. LearnCrypto.io is definitely the place to study at your own pace. 2 thumbs up. Well, shout out to you for that. That means a lot. Let's go ahead and copy your wallet address. I'm going to throw it in this WordPad here. You are a 100K RPD winner. RPD is trading on Crex24.com as well as Bakkt BTC, and their Twitter handle is @RapidsRPD. Now it is time for the Linda coin giveaway. The one that spurred a lot of interest from the community as well as the Linda community.
Caroli.
Already has
She's in here.
1.1K views over here. Looks like we're going to have somewhere around 519 entrants for this giveaway. That is amazing, guys.
519?
That's what 519 comments down here. Let's see how many of them are unique or if somebody's trying to game the system.
Thanks, Chris. Yeah, we're happy with the show, and we got still more stuff coming. We're going to have more coins probably showing up to be given away, and we got some stuff in the works.
All right, guys, the moment of truth. The first spin for 40,000 Linda coin put you well on your way to a masternode, and you, of course, can stake those at mynodepool.com. Now, what I do want to say is, before we do this, this is from the interview that we did on Saturday. I would definitely check it out. Already 1.1K views from 3 days ago. It is part of their event that they're doing for a month long of marketing, as well as I really got in-depth insight into Linda Linda project as well as Linda X. And we kind of talked about the market sentiment as a whole, as well as some security that people need to be concerned about in the crypto ecosystem. So this wasn't only about one project, but actually about 2 projects, as well as the crypto ecosystem as a whole. So make sure to check that out after this video if you get a chance. All right, let's do this. Let's give away some coins. The first 40,000 Linda will be going away to Harry Jackson. Love the videos. Keep them coming. Shout out to you. That is number 1. We got 4 more winners, so keep your fingers crossed. Let me go ahead and copy this wallet address over here.
Tell the wife you got some free Linda.
There you go. Next, we need another winner here. Winner number 2, 40,000 Linda coin. Here we go. Joyce Vonhoff, great job, great interview. Linda to the moon, I think is what that emoji stands for right there.
Do you think? Yeah, Nick does his thing here, Chris.
Let's copy this
I've
down.
taught him everything he knows.
All right, guys. 3 winners so far. We got 3 more to go. Let's do it.
You're not going to let anybody win again, right?
Nope. I'm going to just give the rest of the coins to myself here. The last 120,000.
Yeah, we have no dancing girl. Nick's going to dance.
I'll dance.
Luca Romeo.
No comment, just a wallet address, but we can accept it. That's all we needed.
Yep. He meant to say Todd's better than Nick, but
all right, guys, getting down to the bottom of the barrel. 2 more winners of 40,000 Linda each are up for grabs. Let's do it. Hopefully we get another familiar name, a familiar face that is tuned in live right now. Let's see what the winner is. Stefan Schultz, to the moon, baby. There you go. Let's copy that. Man, it's going to be really disappointing to log into my staking wallet and just watch 100,000 Linda disappear from it. Shout out to the Linda project. You know, when they brought me up for the interview and I kind of just sprung that we were going to do this giveaway, they said they wouldn't match anything I gave away. So I decided I would give away at 100,000 Linda, and they said they would match it. So shout out to them. Definitely take a look and get these coins staking, my friends, with I think it's around a 50% annual ROI if you're a staker and around 60 or 70% if you run a masternode on their network.
What up, Hugo?
The last winner of our coins tonight is Mike Whitney. Looking forward to where Linda goes. Great project. I liked the interview. Well, shout out to you, Mike Whitney. So there you go, guys. Here is all the winning addresses for, so you guys, you know how blockchain works. You can verify this. Hit that pause button, type that in a little later tonight or tomorrow, and you can verify that I actually send my winnings here. Whether these people tuned in live or not, you won, you followed the instructions, you hopefully hit the like button, the subscribe button, and left a comment with your wallet address. That is all it takes to win giveaways here, and we just automatically send it out. I'm not sitting here waiting for somebody to say they saw it and trying to bag the coins, and that is the beauty of the transparency of the blockchain technology. You guys can take all these addresses and verify that I am indeed sending these coins where they belong. So we just gave away 300,000 coins. I don't even want to know what the USD value of that is, because we'll probably make about, what, $5 off the advertisements from tonight's show, and we just gave away a few $100s with the cryptocurrencies. But it's all in good funds for you guys. Definitely make sure to check out those other episodes, and we will be back to giving away some coins for tomorrow's live show. So continue to tune in here. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's have some fun.
Plus, we probably got some Typerium coming for giveaways sometime here soon.
That is true.
So,
if you were involved in the Typerium ICO, I know it's been a long process, but the distribution is underway. I think they've distributed 80 or 90% of all the tokens, and they just announced that they will be trading on 2 or 3 exchanges, one of which, Coin Exchange, has already gone live. So shout out to you for that, a successful ICO that didn't just vanish and disappear. Like we said, these are legitimate individuals running a legitimate company, and they are here to stay. Even though they didn't even meet their soft cap for money raised, they are moving forward and already have 2 or 3 exchanges listing their coin, their crypto, very soon. All right, Todd, what you got going on over there? You got the charting software ready?
Quickly, we're going to go through just a couple stock things here real quick.
Do it.
I'm going to show the general market. This is our Wyckoff wave growth, which is more of a NASDAQ type issue. A lot of markets were down big today and then came back. This one was down big, tested previous lows, and closed higher for the day. We showed this here where we said cover shorts. That's when the technometer was oversold. And then you can see here OP went to a new low over the last week while price held. I still think we're coming up here into this 41, 50 level or so before we have another sell-off. That same type of chart will just show the Dow Jones. We're going to show the Dow 30 ETF. Same type of chart, a little weaker. Some big selling coming in really, and this is probably just a spring. So I'm guessing we're going to get a still higher here and keep it moving over the next week or so. And then TLT is the U.S. Treasuries. You can see here, we did get a higher opening on the sell-off, and then Dow was down over 500. I'm still short here. We really didn't get a technometer anywhere back to a sell. Short-term shorts covered, long-term we're still short. So the market still looks heavy to me.
Show me the money.
Shout
UUP.
out to Chris K9 for the $1.99 donation. Is there a Rapids interview in the works? Thank you, guys. Yes, there is a Rapids interview in the works, as well as an overview of the coin itself. We want to wait on the interview because there may or may not be some new integrations, partnerships, and exchanges in the near-term future, and we want to make sure to have all that done before we do any kind of interview. That way we're not missing any topics. That's all I can say. Shout out to the Learn Crypto community because you got a little inside information there, and do with it what you please.
There's the UUP, the dollar index. I've stopped out of my positions here with small losses. I still think this market's rolling over. I still think the dollar's coming down is going to keep cryptos working higher. And lastly, let's look at gold and silver, a market that I've been talking about being bullish. I called this maybe a last point of support. We did make a new high for the move here this morning and gave up a little bit. Technometer didn't get down to a buy like I wanted. It did get close. And then one of my better positions is Barrick Gold. It had a nice rally, a good markup phase. Came off the highs pretty heavy today. Still close plus for the day. Technometer is a little bit above neutral, so no place there to add on. I had an upside objectives of 1465, I think, to 15. So I still think metals go higher. And then I want to show, I treated this earlier. Here is EOS. I mentioned the software looked pretty good on this. You can see we had a sell up here, a buy, a sell, and a buy. With price moving sideways, we went from a sell on the technometer to a buy. So I would think here at this 540 change level, EOS looking halfway decent. EOS USDT technometer came off of a buy 2 days ago. So again, I think EOS looks pretty good here. So this is Litecoin. Here's the Litecoin USDT, a decent buy a day and a half ago, still sitting around this $53 level.
And as you can see there on that picture, what do we see? We don't see any sells, but we see 3 buys on red candles all around the same price level. If that doesn't shout accumulation phase, I don't know what does.
And then you got the OP on all these things hitting new lows, new lows. I mean, selling is coming in. Price is still trying to hold in. So, there's NEO. We had a buy at the day of the big sell-off. And OP came down to a new low again, while price holds, $1.20 off the lows or so. So, I mean, that looks good. Same thing on NEO USDT. There's the poly where I said you could sell a rally and maybe get it back cheaper, but the chart still looks good. The technometer has came off of major overbought. I'd probably pick that up on a pullback. XLM BTC. This is BTC with a slight sell, but if you go to XLM USD, we caught the low down there at the 21. We got a sell up here at 24.5. But I like the way that chart looks, so I think if it could come off of overbought a little, I think it would be good. XMR, hold on a second. There's XMR with the buy signal on the break. Technometer's almost up to overbought, so maybe we could slow up here a little bit and pull back. But there's the XLM USDT. Yeah, it came down to oversold, so XLM I think's higher, but and with this chart here, I would probably just go ahead and add on here. That came off the lows at 21 nicely, so I still like that one. And then that's Monero, a buy and still on a buy. Technometer's neutral. There's XMR USDT, just came off a buy again 2 days ago. Here was a buy and a sell for a scratch, a good buy, a good sell, and what could be a good buy. There's ZRX, which I thought would just continue to work higher. That's just some I had in the software. We can bring up some other ones here if anybody's got anything they were really needing to look at. Trying to bring up some of them quick as I can.
Well, I'll grab this for a few news articles, and then if you guys want to do some shout-outs for coins for Todd, he'll write them down, and we'll do those here in a second. So, let's steal this. Give Todd a breather. He was trying to fly through that for some reason. I don't know why you're going so fast. You got someplace to be tonight, Todd, that you're not telling me about?
No, it just seems like we got a lot of stuff to cover nowadays.
It is. There's a lot of news, a lot of fundamentals, and we try to get as much covered for you guys, because guess what? Although YouTube is for entertainment, cryptocurrencies, some people are all about entertainment. We're here for one reason and one reason only, guys.
Money.
That's to make some money and stack those bags full of cryptocurrencies. That's it. That's the whole point of this whole game. Yes, we're having some fun. Yes, we're doing giveaways. Yes, we love the same faces we see each and every day in the community over here in the chat box. But we're here to make money and make good trades and good educated decisions towards where we're positioning and putting our money, your hard-earned money, moving into this next bull run. We understand when you watch this, this is not financial advice, but we understand that some of this knowledge you are putting into play and putting the money you work so hard for into the crypto market, and we're going to do everything we can to protect your assets, first of all, and then grow those assets, number two. So
we're coming back with XRP and BAT when I get the screen back.
So as you may have seen,
tuned.
Raven rallied in Satoshi's 300%. Now, I do have a review on Raven in the review section. During that review, I said I would not be buying at those levels. I think it was about what it is now, 4, 5, 6 cents, somewhere around there during the review. It went all the way down to less than 2 cents, so that was a good call. I said I liked it. I would be mining it, not buying it. Then we came back and we talked about this last week, and this thing has just begun to explode with new exchange listings, new announcements coming out from the project as far as like mainnet and utilization purposes. It's skyrocketed, okay? And I went out here and tweeted and said, you are foolish if you are not taking some profits at these levels. I sold 90% of my Raven coin at 817 sats. Did I hit the exact top? No, I sure didn't.
Well, then you suck.
I missed it by a little bit, but guess what? And I also said I will sit in BTC unless it falls back around 600 Satoshis. Well, let's go ahead and look over here, right? What are we sitting at here? 711 Satoshis. This thing ran as high as 900 sats. It has fallen all the way back to 711. Hopefully you follow me on Twitter and you did not FOMO into this project, because now you can buy it for 20% cheaper off of the highs. On top of that, this trading in this ecosystem, you have to have patience. Patience is key. Although I do like Raven coin and I could jump right back in right now and fatten my bag by 21%, I choose to sit on my hands in BTC. I'm waiting for around 600 Satoshis to get all that Raven coin plus more back. So take that for what it's worth. Interesting project. A lot of really good news moving forward. But keep in mind, people were FOMOing into this. Look at this max supply, guys. Look how much is circulating. This market cap will be diluted moving forward with the distribution of more tokens into the ecosystem. You need to keep that in mind. And that's going to drive that thing higher just purely off the inflationary rate of these coins. I made that a big issue within my review with the project. And then we watched from the review. The review was at these highs right here that it just went all the way down. This was one of the main reasons, because the circulating supply continued to increase, the bear market continued to move forward, and they had no real developmental news. Now you had it and went up 350%. You got the opportunity to take some profits off these highs up here. So hopefully you did so.
I've got better investment advice than anybody. Go and buy a damn Mega Millions ticket before the drawing tonight at 10 o'clock.
Oh,
you got 3 hours.
Buy
that ticket, and if you hit it, just give us like half of it to manage.
Yeah, we don't even want your money. Just let us manage it.
Let's just manage like half of it.
So what is the big macro news that did come out that we had to discuss? Now, we've been on this for months. So although everybody else is finally starting to realize what Bakkt is, we've been talking about this since day one and why this will be so large for institutional infrastructure here for cryptocurrencies. So Bakkt is considered by many as the flagship institutional organization pressing into the digital asset space. It did announce that trading will begin on December 12th. That is less than 2 months away, guys. Bakkt will begin trading Bitcoin daily futures contracts. But Nick, we all learned that futures is terrible and doesn't actually really help price over the long term because it's just a debt-obligated loan that really just creates downward pressure on Bitcoin. Well, guess what Bakkt is doing that's different than the current futures? They are making them physically delivered, meaning that whenever a futures contract is closed and you are a winner, you physically are delivered Bitcoin. Now, can that institution go ahead and still cash that out? Sure. But in order to buy these contracts, you also need Bitcoin. You can't do it with US dollars, and you can't close it out in US dollars. That is why it's big, and that is what the difference is. Bakkt is designed to enable consumers and institutions to seamlessly buy, sell, store, and spend digital assets, formed with the purchase of bringing trust, efficiency, and commerce to digital assets. Bakkt seeks to develop open technology, connect existing market and merchant infrastructure to the blockchain. All sounds good to me. All sounds like they're creating a nice ecosystem for the institutions that we've been talking about for 4 months, guys. As an initial component of the Bakkt offering, Intercontinental Exchange, US-based futures exchange, and clearinghouse plan to launch a one-day physically delivered Bitcoin contract along with physical warehousing on December 12th, 2018. Physical warehousing is the custodian of that Bitcoin as well. After receiving CFTC review and approval, these regulated venues will establish new protocols for managing the specific security and settlement requirements of digital currencies. Notice how they say currencies, although they're starting with Bitcoin. I foresee them adding other large cap coins that we continue to say that you should put in your portfolio, like the ones that Coinbase is offering in their custodian. Litecoin, Ethereum, probably Bitcoin Cash, probably Ethereum Classic, and maybe an XRP or XLM. You need to have them in your portfolio, guys, because the big dogs, they're coming to town. In addition, the clearinghouse plans to create a separate guarantee fund that will be funded by Bakkt. A guarantee fund is a catchy phrase for insurance. So if my financial advisor really wants to expose some clients to some cryptocurrencies, you want them to be insured for the custodian of holding those cryptocurrencies in case they get hacked. Your clients still get their gains. Pretty bullish. If you've been here for a while, you know we've hammered Bakkt many times. But here's yet another article, and they are staying true to what they've said all along. What's going on over there, Todd?
Well, let me have it just for a second. I'm going to blow some smoke on my own here just for a quick one. We've got a gentleman hit me up today, said, I've been using the Wyckoff system successfully around the last 20 years, but mostly by trading the short side, which I found interesting. And he says he's very happy with the Wyckoff system. It's the only one which works consistently. And he had tried many systems like Elliott, Gann, moving averages, and more. Actually, he must have misspelled moving average because I just copy and pasted that. So I thought that was interesting because, as everyone knows here, I've done some Elliott. I don't really do any Gann. I don't really use moving averages. Use a little bit of Fibonacci, but not much. So I thought that was right because I definitely believe in that. I really think Wyckoff's all that you really need. But I do have to keep saying, I mean, the software is going to be available for subscribers soon. They wanted to launch it today, but everything is working well, so I'm not sure if they're getting it ready or not. They're in the Ukraine. And then, for the software, I just think there's too many people talking TNA. They say volume's important, et cetera. Then they're bringing up one exchange chart with volume. So anyone who really want to do TNA in the cryptos has got to bring in all the volume that they can. They shouldn't be talking about volume. So hopefully all of this gives us that edge, which is what I'm trying to show by the software. So here's XRP. I know a few people are going to want that. I'm trying to show as we move along here just different things on the charts because I think it also matters to look back at important areas. So you can see here I've marked the B's and the sells. So we got buy and sells marked. The last buy was around that 0.473 level. And, really that was just a day before the even a deeper sell-off. We kind of got a scratch on that trade. You can see here that the OP continued to make new lows coming into this low and almost today's low, and price is still holding. So this chart still looks good. I mean, it just looks higher. And if you want to throw Elliott wave on this, I mean, it probably had 5 waves up and an ABC down. We might still be in the middle of a correction, so, we might still mouse around here, but it looks like the worst is over there, and it wants to go higher. Here's XRP USD. We've had some divergences on this. It gave us some decent buys. You can see here, again, price on the OP hits a new low here, which is what I'm trying to show on these arrows. It gave us this good buy here. And then more selling come in and price really holding in. So and then we got the technometer, a buy on here, again with kind of a scratch. So we didn't catch the low here like we caught on some previous signals, but still decent levels. And here's XRP BTC.
Show me the money.
And again, for anybody new, this is volume from up to 96 exchanges. So it's showing pretty well the best look you're going to get on any type of volume levels.
Shout out to T. Will, the $5 super chat. First live show in a minute. Had to show some love for all the hard work you guys do, all the work you guys do. Thank you for that, T. Will. Really appreciate that. Of course, we do try to come here every Monday through Thursday at 6:30 p.m. Central Time, as well as doing recorded videos throughout the week and on the weekends. So make sure to go to our YouTube homepage to see all the pre-sorted recorded videos we've done, from interviews, reviews, crypto tips and tricks, and crypto technical analysis, as well as crypto news. So I know a lot of you just catch us live and think we only do live shows, right? No, that's not the case. There's a lot of great information on our recorded videos as well. So check those out. Spread the word if you like what you see, and make sure to hit that like button and hit that subscribe button.
And I will say, I mean, I'm here all day trading at my desk, so for me to jump on here, it's obviously a few hours worth of work. But Nick's got to drive downtown in traffic, and
from work.
He probably wastes like 3 hours a day to come down here and be live for an hour and 15 or so. So shout out to him. Here's BAT USD, which I think I thought I posted this because we had a couple buys and sells. I know on the way up here I had said, you don't want to really sell the first 50 if we're trending higher, because that's going to get you out of the markets. So that's why I didn't mark this sell. And actually we're back at a buy here, coming right off the highs, because you can see our volume has came in heavy to the downside on this rally. I mean, you could say the rally had no buying behind it, which was true, the last 2 days, which gave us this sell-off. But now I'd almost have to say, with the technometer oversold, deeply oversold, and OP hits a new low for this whole move, that I would have to say somebody's supporting BAT while there's selling going on. So I think that one still works higher.
Real quick here, the Outlaw Preacher says, I'm concerned about Bakkt and how only using OTC. I don't think it's going to have a big impact on the market prices. Help me understand this better. Well, even if they're using all OTC markets, you still have to understand that what this does for the outlook of cryptocurrencies is it legitimizes digital assets in the eyes of institutional investors who have so much money that they can put into these markets. So even if they hypothetically used all OTC, which usually does not affect market price all that much because people can buy it OTC, it's not on the market, et cetera, et cetera. What it does do is you have to realize that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies do have a finite supply. At some point, no matter whether it's OTC or on the market, that supply is going to be drying up. That's going to decrease supply, increase demand, which you all know what that curve looks like and what that does to pricing of particular items, products, and investable assets. So I still believe that it is going to be massively bullish on that behalf, even if the Bitcoin is traded off OTC, just for the mere fact that we do have the finite supply of these cryptocurrencies, which is one of the intrinsic values of these cryptocurrencies. If everybody wants them, everybody starts utilizing the network, price has to appreciate because there's only so many to go around. That's why I like the cryptocurrencies that have finite supplies, not the ones that have a lifetime set inflationary rate where they hypothetically have an infinite supply moving forward. And like I said, the biggest factor here, guys, is the legitimizing of this new investable asset class. Once you have these institutions feeling safe that they can tell their clients to put 5% of their investable asset class into the markets, they're going to start doing it. I think somebody was saying Fidelity alone If they told all their clients to put 5% of their investable asset class into cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, that would be $340 million would be influxed into the cryptocurrency ecosystem. And you're like, well, that doesn't make sense, Nick. It says the market cap is $209 billion. That's only $340 million. You have to understand that that's only one institutional advisor, number one. Number two, there is no way if everybody wanted to sell their cryptocurrencies right now, you're not going to have $290 billion worth of USD coming out of the market. $340 million is an estimate that it would do triple that to the market cap, meaning if $340 million went into the market, it would probably add about $1 billion valuation to that market due to liquidity and due to how the markets would react to an influx of money. So start doing the math on that, spreading that out across other financial advisors, institutions, and then, of course, retail investors. We made it to Bitcoin $20,000, market cap $800 billion with what? Retail investors, no institutions, and how many retail investors do you think we had, Todd, by percentage? 10%, 5% of the population even knew what Bitcoin was and invested in Bitcoin?
Right.
Very small number. All the big players in the traditional market scene that Todd knows, none of them hold cryptocurrency. If they do, it's minuscule. I come on here and preach about how great cryptos is, and I have 3 individuals I know with a total of about, 15,000 in cryptos. That's it. And if that could push it to 20K, imagine what a real mass adoption scenario, retailinvestor.com bubble scenario, as well as institutions, what the price evaluations on the Bitcoin, altcoins, and the entire market cap as a whole. It'll be big.
Can you, yeah, I can't see that. There you go. Somebody asked about the course for a discount, I believe. I mean, yeah, if you're a veteran, I'll definitely give you a discount on the course. So
yeah, Ed Araris says, Nick, thanks 100. I'm saving up to get the course. Any veteran discounts? Yeah, let us know. Reach out to us on Twitter. And if there's somebody else, if it's a name we recognize, you guys have been here for a long time. I know a lot of people have been saving up or interested in the cryptocurrency and Wyckoff trading course over on learncrypto.io. Reach out to us. If you've been a member for a while, obviously we know it's a bear market, and we'll have no problem giving you guys a discount code to save some money on that course and to keep some more Bitcoin in those bags. Also, if you guys are looking for a way to add a few dollars to your stash to buy some Bitcoin at these during this accumulation phase, we do have an affiliate program over at Learn Crypto. I think it is $30 to $50 per trading course you sell and $10 per beginner course that is sold with your custom links. So we give back to the community here. You know we do that with coins, and we'll do the same. If you have any referrals for either of our 2 courses, we'll give back to you via PayPal.
yeah, just hit me up at tbutterfield@wyckoffsmi.com or support@wyckoffsmi.com. All that's cool. I'll get you a discount. Let me see the chart just for a minute. I want to show Square. Square's one that the software, I got marked the basic 50 sells, 38 buys, which has been unbelievably good here. The last buy is actually just me giving a buy emotionally. I thought it was a good buy. So far that's worked. We're long around 69.70. We closed at 74 today after being lower early. Technometers never came down, oversold again, and that's because you can see here volume off the high. There's no real sell volume. From the exact high, you got the OP sideways. So to me, it looks like somebody is supporting Square into this big sell-off in the NASDAQ and growth stocks. So that's a high flyer, but I think a decent one if you got a little bit of money you want to throw around aggressively. And Square's doing some pretty big things, I think.
Yeah, and pertaining to that chart, I do have an article here that I was going to discuss. Now, we all know Square has been taking the leap of faith into cryptocurrencies with their Cash App, where you can actually buy and sell Bitcoin on that app. Now, we also know that you probably go to a lot of mom and pop shops or bars, etc., that have Square point of sale terminals. You swipe your card, you do Apple Pay, whatever it may be, it's all done through Square's platform. Well, now we understand that Square is debuting of their payment terminal triggers fresh Bitcoin acceptance rumors. Consumer and merchant payment network Square Inc. unveiled a point-of-sale POS terminal on October 19th in a move which sparked excitement about possible Bitcoin integration. Square's device is designed as a standalone solution for merchants wishing to accept card payments. So number one, if you're bullish on the payment sector, which obviously is becoming a bigger and bigger thing, and Square can help cut cost of other POS systems, as well as it's very easy to use. That's why you're using places smaller. That's why you're seeing smaller places starting to pick it up, and you have seen what PayPal stock has done. That thing is up, I don't know, something like 300% for me since it split off from eBay. Square's kind of following suit. You already should be pretty bullish on that traditional stock. Now, if you're also here watching for cryptocurrencies, which I'm assuming a lot of you are, and you're bullish on cryptocurrencies, Square's openly said that they support cryptocurrencies, and I believe this little leak they had going on points to there being point-of-sale terminal is going to integrate Bitcoin and cryptocurrency transactions side by side with their Visa and MasterCard transactions you guys are oh so familiar with. So Square accepts cryptocurrency payments via merchant integration. While no official product has yet surfaced, the buzz generated by the application meant Friday's POS reveal swiftly resulted in fresh predictions from cryptocurrency commenters. Now here is kind of a little video that Square put out. Now what does this look like to you guys? What does this terminal here look like? I know Chris Canine probably is over here saying what it looks like to him. It looks like what PundyX has been debuting. PundyX has been moving very big, making a lot of noise as far as their point-of-sale terminal, integrating Bitcoin, their native currency, BNB, as well as other currencies, and starting to use it at various concerts, venues, and trying to get this in the hands of store owners. Now, why is this bad for PundyX or good for PundyX, vice versa? Here's the thing. Square is already integrated into marketplaces. Square doesn't have to go and convince anybody that, hey, check out our PundyX point-of-sale system. It already exists. They're already set up. Simply all they do is do a firmware update, push it out to all of the point-of-sale terminals they have from store to store to bar, and there you go. It's as easy as that. Put the Bitcoin address that the store owner wants to receive their Bitcoin to, or simply hook up a WooCommerce link where any Bitcoin that is accepted is automatically sold at the market price and USD goes to their bank account. I think that is a very less of a hurdle for Square to overtake, and I think it could hurt the spread of PundyX moving forward. Now, why did I use the word spread? Well, PundyX is focusing first in Southeast Asia, of which Square does not have a market share in. Square is primarily focused in the United States and North America and trying to break into the European area. So I think PundyX, as far as Southeast Asia, still has first mover advantage and still can succeed in that market. But I do believe this puts a damper on the hopes and aspirations that PundyX and that token could spread globally as a point-of-sale terminal to accept cryptocurrencies moving forward. I think Square, with its traditional backing, has a ton of money, and with the fact that it's already put in place in these markets, is going to do pretty well for itself. And that's beneficial for the Square stock, but also beneficial for the crypto economy that we are watching blossom and flourish right before our eyes. Now, before we switch topics, I do want to mention this too, because a lot of people have been talking about Unifox as an ICO. What does that look like? That picture looks exactly like Square. Picture looks exactly like PundyX point of sale. Now, although Unifox does have some partners in Electra and other coins over here, they're focused on ATMs, they're focused on other products besides the point of sale terminal. I think Unifox will find success, but post-launch. The roadmap is some ways away as far as when these things will be integrated for the masses, like actually produce, is not happening till next year. What I would do is probably hold out on the ICO of Unifox. I know a lot of people are talking about this. A lot of people are shilling referral links for it, etc. I think with the competition from Square and PundyX and the fact that the roadmap on this is still a year away, we need to see where PundyX and Square kind of stand as far as their market position, as it might get a little clogged here moving forward for Unifox. And I do believe Unifox, with their ATMs and with their other DApp products that they are creating, will find success, even if point of sale terminals is a small sector of their success. But I think you can wait till after the ICO, let it hit the markets. Let's reevaluate what that sector looks like, reevaluate where the crypto market is, and you can probably even get Unifox for cheaper than the ICO price.
I guess ZRX chart. I also want to remind Carrie's in here, so she still would take some recipes for the Christmas recipe book. This is ZRX. If anybody remembers here, down here at the bottom, you see the deep technometer at the bottom, 35.37. So that gave us a buy here. And a week after that, OP comes down to a new low right here, and price holds. And then more importantly, you had a new low over here in the OP. So comparing this low to these lows, still more selling coming in while price holds. And then that gives us another lift off. So, it looks like all of this is accumulation. If this is accumulation here, if you know anything about counting accumulation by Wyckoff, if you do have the course, you probably could go from this level over to here and call all of that accumulation. So that's 2 months of accumulation there. And, we got big green bars. I know people, even some PCG, want me to try to trade this. I've refrained because I just don't know. I don't know what the upside is if these things start to take off. I thought Bitcoin could move higher. If Bitcoin goes higher here, ZRX and some of these, I think, they have big runs. So that chart still looks good. We got to buy off the day of the low. Haven't had a sell. And technometer comes down to really about 40 level, which you can see somewhat catches some of the interim lows. And we just almost came off of that, or would have it, even if we break down to this little triangle, come down here to 12.6, 12.7. Probably the software would look even better. So that one might have a short-term little pullback here, but I think it's still higher.
Can you check out the co-vesting chart? It's probably in your Coinigy.
I will. How about run a disclaimer, because we are talking too much here.
There is a high degree of risk involved in trading cryptocurrencies. Our thoughts and ideas are for entertainment purposes only. Please consult your personal advisor or do your own research. Past results are not indicative of future returns.
There you go, guys. It's only entertainment purposes. Don't listen to us ever. So Todd is looking for co-vesting. Now we do have some news on why this thing exploded. This is one that we have been saying, leading into that first pump there, about where your marker is there. That pump, we said at the bottom of that, hey, co-vesting, thanks to Chris K9, I did a little quick fundamental review on a live show, said that this one could have a KCS or BNB-like move for exchange tokens. It then proceeded to have a massive spike. We even traded that dip, got back in, leading to the next spike. That is all public information. And we even gave the SAT levels on Twitter and on YouTube Live. Well, we'll fast forward to today, and that thing has massively exploded. They officially received their distributed ledger technology license from the Gibraltar Financial Services Commission, validating co-vesting's mission of being a compliant, secure, and transparent cryptocurrency exchange that offers clients an unparalleled level of reliability and compliance. This is the first exchange over there to get this license from Gibraltar Financial Services, and as you can see, the market loved that with that straight up green bar. I don't know if you have anything to say pertaining to that chart as far as volume and such is concerned. I don't know.
We've liked the way it's held up. So again, that looks like accumulation here. So that could have been a nice little spring here. Some red bar sell volume coming in for the last sucker to get out and turn it around. So I would think that one trends higher.
I think it's definitely one to keep an eye on. If there's any kind of massive pullback on that one for some reason, I think it is one that you should take a flyer on if you're interested in the token economics behind exchange tokens. As I think co-vesting, if they can harness users, harness volume, of course, that is going to create the trajectory of the value of that coin that we like to see, as their token economics behind that coin are very similar to that of the BNB token, which we've seen has done great in the bull market, has held strong in the bear market. And on top of that, co-vesting does have copy trading, which is another value proposition that the BNB token doesn't even have itself.
Taj, want to talk about MFT? There it is. That looks like a jump across the creek by Wyckoff terminology. So volume coming in, you got the big green bars here. So I would think that one keeps trending higher. And if Bitcoin's making a low while we're all sitting here bored, some of these coins could rock and roll. So these ones is leading it. So there's GO, BTC. Same type of thing. That one's a lift off, took out the opening print high and pulling back to it. So I don't know much about Go, but that would be one you probably could jump on.
Would you say if it retests that high over there, that would confirm another breakout? And that
I would say anything down here at this 900 stats is good. 950. I'd want to have a stop on in case it turns a lot lower, but that one looks good. You want to be in those strong ones when markets are going higher. With Bitcoin on a buy, I think, we got something ahead of us a little bit higher. Maybe it's not thousands of points, but I showed the chart when he first came on about the shorts and the longs, and that looks like we're leaning a little bit too short and a little bit not long enough. So a little rally here, I think, would bring some people back into the markets. So
somebody wants you to take a look at OMG on the software if you can, XRP as well, and then Power if you have it. Jet is asking if I like Power Ledger. Yes, Jet, I do like Power. I do have some Power in my personal portfolio because Power solves a real-world problem, and also it has a working product. They actually have some test cities that are utilizing the Power Ledger technology, their product, their hardware, as well as their blockchain to make that a working ecosystem. And so far, it has proven pretty effective with some awards from various governments from across the globe. So Power is one that I think is an interesting project, a little bit different than a lot of these other cryptocurrencies, but one that I do have in my portfolio.
Well, there's OMG USDT. You can see it didn't have just a lot of back and forth, and the OP on the volume for USDT, we are hitting new lows here continually, like a lot of these coins. This one is holding in sideways. I mean, not really making too much higher highs, but trying to hold in. The problem is the technometer here is at 50, so it would look like there'd be a better time to buy this in the coming days. OMG USD. Let's see what the technometer looks there. See, same thing. We had a sell here with the first sign of a 50 technometer. We're still up here at that level. I'd rather probably, but you've got the OP coming down to new lows. So I think on an intermediate term basis, these things are still washed out. On a more of a short-term basis, it'd be nice to see a little bit of a pullback. But again, if we turn the lows, if the lows are in here, we do not want to sell 50s on the technometer if we're trying to break out of these ranges. So anything above 390 would start looking extremely bullish on OMG, I think.
We got Ricardo in here really wanting us to talk about TRX and XRP. Do you have a TRX chart?
Yep. From memory, TRX, we had the buy on the exact low. There's OMG BTC. Same thing. You can see the sell signal on that chart as well yesterday. So maybe a little bit of pullback. But I am long some OMG. So here's TRX USDT. Pick the low to the day. And since then, technometer doesn't get really overbought because we've been in this range. Technometer's neutral. Not much to say except we got the buy off the low and still looking good. So neutral on the technometer. So let's go back TRX USD, see if anything's different. Shout out to all the haters that thought the charting software was a fraud and never was going to launch. You can kiss where the sun don't shine. There's the OP hitting new lows here. So this chart's way more bullish. This is TRX USD. There's not a lot of volume here though. So OP's hitting new lows. Technometer comes down to another buy. And you can see the buys here the last two times was to the day. So I would say TRX is good here then. TRX BTC. See if there's anything more here. OP, volume, new lows. You got obviously way more volume trading on this chart. Continued new lows, while price continues to make new highs. Technometer down to oversold. So I'd buy TRX.
There you go. There you go.
And somebody asked earlier, what coin would I buy today? I don't want to just usually say what one coin I'd buy. That chart looks good. I don't know about TRX as a fundamental, but I think EOS looks good here. So I'd probably buy EOS if I had a gun to my head.
We got Sean Casey in the house saying, do you guys think Raven is going back to where it started or retest the top once again? Do you have a Raven chart available? I told you earlier, you must have been just tuning in. Raven, when it exploded, I sent out a tweet. I did have a review on Raven, so go to our review section if you want to learn more about the project. I said that I was selling 90% of my bag at 817 Satoshis and wouldn't buy any of them back until it goes around 600 Satoshis. Since then, it has fallen back down to around 710 Satoshis right now, and I'm going to show some patience. Although I could add 20% more to my Raven if everything stays the same as far as the news, the fundamentals, etc., I think that we're going to go a little bit lower before we create any more move to the upside. Realize that it did go up 350% in Satoshi value in a very rapid amount of time during a bear market. That is not something that usually will hold its gains there. So that's why I was preaching to take some profits off the top and looking to swing trade that position.
There's RVN BTC. If you've taken the Wyckoff course, you can easily call this a minor creek right across here. It jumped out on big volume, came back and kissed it on low volume. I mean, had a good rally. About five? Didn't come. I mean, it came back to like 0.382. Didn't give you really a chance to buy it after that. But you could have took this over on a point figure chart. All this was accumulation, which probably it overshot to the upside. But some of these oversold coins are going to do that. So, but I don't have any position in RVN.
I think that's a hard one to say. If you go back to that chart real quick, that's kind of a hard one to say when to get back in there because it's just kind of on stilts. But since I had a position and I just flipped it to BTC and looking to get back into Raven, I'm waiting for around 600 sats if we can get there. And really, realistically, it could come all the way back down to that 500 level and test that. Yeah, let's get some.
I mean, all I could do is, highest point I probably would say as a buy would be back at 625 then, if you're trying to be somewhat safe.
Oh, you're putting them right in front of my orders, Todd. You're supposed to say 599, so my 600 orders get fit.
Well, yeah, we got to buy before Nick. Don't let Nick get in.
So there you go. Todd says 625, 630. I'm waiting for around 600, so take that for what you will.
That's really all I think I've gotten. It's 741.
Whoa, we are just going over and over. I got one more thing that we talked about pertaining to XMR.
What was you talking about, XMR?
Whoa, XMR. Here we go. Now, that's the wrong button, but we'll just roll with it. For those of you new to the channel, that is a pork plaster. That is when we see high-level consolidation, and then it leads to the upside once again. We see this on charts over and over again.
Explosion in your supernode.
Yeah, explosion in the pants. But what I really wanted to talk about is this. We talked about XMR and how they were adding bulletproofs or testing them on their network. Now, they did do that, and they were successful in that. What did it do? It only reduced the transaction size by 80%, so that's no big deal. And it only reduced the transaction cost by 96%. An XMR transaction right now is around 2 pennies. That is it, no matter the size. So that's pretty impressive, all while not affecting the privacy underlying the XMR coin itself and the blockchain there. So, I preach that the best privacy coin in the ecosystem is XMR Monero. It is truly private, has the best technology, and also has the name and recognition since it is the largest cap privacy coin as well. Now they've added bulletproofs to increase scalability and decrease the price for transactions. I think that is very bullish for the utilization of Monero. And really, where you're going to see the Monero price go to the moon when offshore money, loophole money, whatever you want to call it, starts moving into crypto space, because Monero will be their place where they can once again hide their monetary gains and cryptocurrency in the one truly private Monero XMR. And now they can do it faster, cheaper, and with a nice 80% increase in scalability.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Do you guys have any die-hard questions that you need answered right now?
No.
Any charts that you need? Because we've been here an hour and 15 minutes. We went over more news than we can even count. We went over a ton of charts, and we gave away 300,000 coins, 100,000 Rapids RPD, trading on Crux24.com and Bakkt BTC, as well as 200,000 Linda coin, which you can find some more information on that. Go over to Twitter, type in Linda, it will pop up. Get those coins staking, my friends. I think it is around a 50% ROI if you're staking, around a 70% ROI if you have a masternode on their network. My gosh, all the coins I just gave away, I earned passively from passive income. Yes, I'm giving away my coins, but guess what? It cost me virtually nothing because I just got these all for staking those coins. That is the power of proof of stake, the power of participating in passive income generating activities in the cryptocurrency space, whether it's mining, staking, noding, get that super node in your pants and start making some coins.
Litecoin looks good too. I mean, Litecoin chart looks good here. So.
Litecoin chart to me, we've got 3 buys and no sells. With that price and with everything going on over there, I think that is accumulation. I think that you need to load up on it as we see all these institutional infrastructure plays, Coinbase, custodians, etc. They're all going to have Litecoin on it, guys. So money is going to be able to get there. And although we make fun of the crypto ecosystem for having unit bias and FOMO, guess what? Traditional investors do the exact same thing. So they see Bitcoin at 7,000, they see Litecoin at $50, and they're like, wait, you're telling me these technologies are really similar? All right, I'm going to go ahead and get 50 Litecoin instead of 1 Bitcoin. That's what's going to happen, guys, and that is what led to a $350 print on Litecoin in the last bull run.
Shout out to Clifford, Dennis, Caroli. Taj wants to know what's your buy order for XRP. I think I actually bought it before I went live.
Bought it.
Just to give his business
Bought
out.
it at 41 cents. Bought it at 46 or 45.8. So, and in my mind, the software from a technical perspective is saying that these levels are pretty safe. As far as what's going on fundamentally for it, not the greatest for me, but I think these levels are safe as well. And I'm going to, put my money where my mouth is and understand that this community likes to FOMO into XRP. And I think once that Coinbase news gets legitimized or we get some more information, I think tomorrow you're going to see headlines from Crypto Coin News, CoinDesk, Cointelegraph. They're all going to have their articles with that XRP Coinbase headline, and we're going to go ahead and see a massive rally here that I'm going to capitalize, and hopefully you guys can too.
And when that happens, you'll be in your spacesuit doing the next show.
Oh, yes. Yes, I will.
Oh, yeah. Look out for that.
Ricardo says, I want to know how to read the graph, when to buy or sell. Need more info. Could I have our email so I can email or phone number? Yeah, go ahead. If you look at in the bottom left hand, we do have Todd's Twitter account there, also my Twitter account. But also the biggest thing is if you head over to learncrypto.io, we do have a cryptocurrency and Wyckoff trading course there. It can teach you everything you need to know about trading using the Wyckoff method and also about the 3 proprietary indicators we use here on the show. And you can also contact us directly from the website. Right, if you just type in the chat box, it pops up right to Todd's phone. So we'll be right with you as soon as we can.
It's sad to say. You can call 518 Wyckoff as well. Carrie will answer that probably, or her mother. So 518-992-5633 or tbutterfield at wyckoffsmi.com.
Boris Miller. Oh gosh. Do you really see a $500 plus prediction for XRP coming to fruition? No. Actually, hell no. Because I want you to do some math for yourself. I'm not going to sit here and do the math for you, even though that's what I have my degree in. XRP currently has a circulating supply of 39, well, we'll make it 40 billion coins. I want you to go ahead and do 40 billion times $500. Tell me what you come up with. And I think you're going to come up with a number that is almost as large as the net wealth of the entire global ecosystem, which I do not believe, unless you truly believe XRP is the standard and that's going to be the only money. That's just not even feasible. Now, do I think that XRP will have some gains? Yes, I think in the short term we're going to see some FOMO here with this Coinbase news, and I think you're going to, it's going to react positively during the next bull cycle. But $500, no, that is not happening, my friend.
Thanks, Caroli. LearnCrypto.io, best decision you ever made. Appreciate that. That's what we're here for.
Jack says, I'm going as Tone Vase for Halloween. His projections are truly spooky. Hey, you don't even need to get a wig. All you got to do is cut your hair down and you'll be looking just like him. Make sure to get that bowl cut and then thin it out. You're good to go. English Chit Chat says, any news from Rapids, Nick? I would say head over to their Twitter. Join the Telegram, as there's always people in the Telegram group. I tweeted out all the integrations that they already have. They're already on 2 exchanges. And let's just say there's supposed to be some news this week pertaining to a new partnership and a new exchange listing. So there you go.
I will say I've seen some Elliott Wave projections at XRP. It's going to new highs. So
about a $5,
it's got,
$4 or $5,
$5, $6, $7. I mean, I don't know. That seems crazy too, but we've seen a craziness before. When it went from 20 to 250, it was crazy. So who knows?
Taj says, Nick, have you used Coin Preca? No, I have not. I think you mentioned to use that. I'll write it down here. and check it out. I think it's just like CoinMarketCaps, I believe, something similar to that.
So go get a lottery ticket. Hope you win $1 billion. Throw Nick a super chat for $10.
Yeah, if you win $1 billion, at least give me a super chat. Get your name at the
Give
bottom.
me a
Just
bill.
donate like 10,000 out of your $1 billion you just won in the lottery.
If I win that, I'm gonna super node Linda. Like I'm gonna take all super nodes out there.
Buy up all the
even
nodes.
all of. We'll just say Trent's. He's not in here. All right, we're out of here. I'm out of here. Nick, you keep talking. I'm
out.
gone.
I am out. How much is XRP right now? It is 47, 46 cents. We had buys on it off the lows.
472.
Buys off on it on the lows. I bought it at 41 cents here live during a show, and I recently just bought it at 45.8 cents, I believe.
Later, Clifford.
Can you repeat the phone number real quick for Ricardo before we head out?
Someone told me I gave the wrong number, but it should be 518-992-5633 or support at wyckoffsmi.com.
There you go. Thanks for everybody watching. Thanks for everybody that tuned in. Congratulations to all the winner of the Linda and Rapids. And until next time, guys, stay tuned for your daily updates on cryptocurrencies right here at Learn Crypto.
Peace out.
Buy that Bitcoin.
Hey, stay positive, pal. Most people, when they lose, they whine and quit. But you gotta be there for the turns. Everybody's got good luck, everybody's got bad luck. Don't run when you lose.
Play hard, play clean. Be careful out there.
We'll see you all again. Sleep tight.